Hello, friends. I welcome you to the group interactive session of the National Young Leaders Retreat Region 12 2020. My name is Prince Festus Ovino, and I'm going to be your anchor for this session. I won't be doing this alone as I have my friend here with me to join the discussion. At the far left, I have
Precious,
Peace.
Deborah,
Ayakumi.
Uluwase, Favor.
All right, thank you very much. Good to have you here. So, very quickly, the topic we'll be talking about today is a very vital topic, and it is relationships and how relationships affect, or types of relationships that affect your finishing strong. Of course, we all know that the theme for NYLR this year is finishing strong. So, we want to see how relationships can actually affect or aid finishing strong. So, before we go into the topic proper, I'd like us to briefly define what relationship means. When you hear the word relationship, what does it mean?
My own perspective. Relationship entails your interaction, your dealings, and your communication with people or a group of persons. Relationship is the state of affairs that exists between you and someone or you and a group of people, and how you manage other people also.
All right, thank you very much for that contribution, Shay. Is there another person that wants to
Yes,
help
I
us?
would like to add to what she said. Relationship is the connection we feel when we interact with one another, and it's also the way we behave towards each other.
Thank you, Deborah. So, I appreciate the fact that we laid a proper understanding already of what relationship is. Now, I want to look at the types of relationship that can aid finishing strong. So, I'm just going to be asking us randomly, what are the types of relationship that you think can aid finishing strong?
Relationship with God.
With God, okay?
Relationship with yourself.
With yourself. Thank you very much.
Relationship with your family, with your
Family.
parents and siblings.
Yeah, thank you.
Relationship with your peers and your acquaintances.
Your peers, okay, peers and acquaintances.
Mentor and mentee relationship.
Mentor mentee relationship. Thank you very much. So we're just going to be going through those things we mentioned already. Precious says that relationship with God. So Precious, how do you? Or let me start with Favor. How do you think? Do you think relationship with God is important? And if yes, why do you think relationship with God is important in finishing strong?
Thank you, Praise, for the question. Relationship with God is the first and utmost relationship one must have as a human being because we didn't just drop into this world. We were created, we were formed, our lives have been planned, and the person who holds the soft the plan of our lives is God.
God,
He
okay.
has it in his hands, and to be able to know how your life is going to take turns, you have to be involved in a relationship with God. You have to know Him because there He sits with you and begins to open your eyes to see many things about yourself, about your path, about your journey, about purpose, about relationship with others. So when your relationship with God is flourishing, then other relationships too will be balanced.
Oh, thank you very much, Favor. So that's relationship with God. Okay, now and from the things you said, I think relationship with God is actually the paramount and the most important because you
Yes,
mentioned
it
that
is.
God holds the plan for your life. He's your creator. So and there's a place in Jeremiah 1 verse 5 where it was saying before God formed you, He knew you. So yeah, so obviously He's the one that knows the end from the beginning. So of course He knows how you should go about finishing strong and the things you should do, things you should not do. So yeah, that's a good one, Favor. Now we mentioned relationship with yourself. Please mention relationship with yourself. And for me, on a normal day, I believe anything when I hear the word relationship, I want to believe it is between two or more people. So, but please mention relationship with yourself. Please, how do you relate with yourself, and what are the benefits of relating with yourself?
Okay. Thank you so much, Praise, for the question. Relating with yourself is quite very expedient because of many students are there are many students of many universities and all
Yes,
that, but many people don't enroll in the university of themselves.
university of themselves.
So
That's
when you're
good.
enrolling in the university of yourself, you tend to discover your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, your strengths, your threats rather.
Okay,
That's
that's SWOT
part of the SWOT
analysis.
analysis
All right.
exactly. So you know where to fit in society, where to be and where not to be.
Thank you very much. Please, do you relate with yourself?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I find I try to know where I have some weaknesses in me, and I tell it to God. That's why when she mentioned God, the God factor is quite important. Telling it to God, God will not turn those weaknesses to your strength.
Yeah.
To make them no more balanced. No, I think I have.
Yeah, thank you very much, Peace, for that. And I actually think that it's very important to relate to yourself, because many people, you just see, they just live life with, they live their life with people almost 24 hours of their life. They just keep relating with people. And I believe that, like, take the army for an example. When you go to war, you discover that things are not really going as planned, or you're not really hitting the, you're not conquering. There's something called retreat. So you like retreat a little bit and look at, just go back to the dashboard and see where you are doing something wrong. See where. So I think that explains relating with yourself more. Thank you very much for that,
I
piece.
also want to add to what Chris has said. One of the benefits of relating with yourself is that it helps you in your relationship with people too. It
Okay.
helps you to be able to manage people
Properly.
properly, and the attitudes they give, even at the right and at the wrong time. And also that's what he said. So, relationship with oneself also makes somebody to be able to evaluate himself. That is
Evaluation. Okay.
daily.
So far, okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Debbie. So the Bible says that honor your father and your mother so that your days may be long. I remember someone mentioned relationship with your parents and your siblings. I think it was Fire, right? Okay, so Fire. What is the importance of relationship with your parents and your siblings?
Okay, thank you first for the question. Good relationship with your parents is key when you're growing up as a teenager, because you've lived with them your whole life. They know you. They know when you started crawling to when you started walking to when you started going to school. They know your traits.
That's
They know
true.
your
That's
strengths.
true.
They know your weaknesses. I think they're even your number one coach.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my mom, she's like my coach. When I wanted to sit for my exams, she just kept telling me she kept encouraging me, so you can do this. I'm not a straight A student, but I am very proud of my results because of my mom. She really helped me out, and that's what I'm saying. Your parents are really key in your life, and having a good relationship with them is paramount.
Oh, that's good. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'll very quickly, I would like to throw a question to Favor. Now, there are some parents that you see that they are not really. You don't want to take after some parents. You actually know these things, that you see some people in society that, this man is a drunkard, this woman, she's into prostitution and all that. What do you advise a child that seeks to build a relationship with those kind of parents, but at the end of the day, it turned out to be, oh, this person is actually like this. What advice will you give such a person?
Okay, so love and understanding is needed in this situation because without love, it won't be easy. It won't be free. So when God helps you to love others, you love your parents, you'll be able to pray for them. You'll be able to intercede for them on their behalf. And when you get to understand them, they themselves will begin to see that there is something about this child. Despite how many times I shout on him or her, he still understands me. And they begin to open up rather to you. And from there, they take advice from you.
That's cool. I think we're actually still falling back to relationship with God. That shows how important that kind of relationship is actually. And yeah, going with what Fire said, I think many there are some times that you actually have to learn from those that have gone before you, and that's your parent, of course. Like you said, your mom, she's your coach, so she can't be your coach if she has not written any exam in her life before. So of course she has seen those things and she's experienced. She can actually guide you through. That's a very good one. So there is a popular saying that goes thus: show me your friend and I can tell you who you are. So I'd like to ask Precious. Precious, who is a friend?
A friend is someone that you have an intimate relationship with.
Okay.
Intimacy in terms that you can confide in the person. That when you're having sad times, sad moments, you and the person will encourage you in the Lord. They are the kind of person that they're like a pillow. You can rely on them, even
Okay.
when you cannot rely on your parents. There are times that you cannot tell your parents some things,
That's true.
but your friends you can tell them. And some people usually mistake acquaintances for
For
friendship.
friendship, yeah.
Acquaintances are people that come and go, but Friends are people that will stay with
Stay,
you.
yeah.
Even when you are down, they will stay. Even when you are trying to move away from them, they will still stay with you.
That's cool. Okay, because now we're talking about relationship with friends. So, please, can you tell me the importance of relationship with friends?
There's a poem I heard some time ago. It goes thus: friends come, friends go, but a true friend is there to watch you grow. So it's quite important to know that there's a difference between friends and acquaintances.
Okay.
When you have friends, they are the ones that will come and stay, whether things are going rosy or not. But acquaintances, on the other hand, they are people who come, but at some point or the other,
They
they
just
just leave your
leave.
life. So they are like the friends that you have are standby friends. But acquaintances are like fluctuating factors that, just like the light that we have, like you can see in some places that's usually on and turn off at
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
time. So they're not really stable.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the difference between a friend and an acquaintance.
That's cool. Thank you very much, please. So, I think we can actually cite examples from the Bible. Examples of friends. David and Jonathan. Yeah. We have other examples.
We have
too.
Jesus and
Yeah, that's a
disciples.
good one too. Yeah. So,
So I also want to add to what this has said. We should, when it comes to friendship, our friendship should be built on purpose. It should be purpose driven.
purpose
Purpose
driven.
driven friendship, and we should have friends that have purpose, not friends that just want to be with each other for the main time to kill boredom. We should have friends that motivate us, friends that they make us aspire to achieve some things, friends that just give us this inspiration, not friends that hold us down or that, okay, let's put that benefit friends now. Friends that just want to get from us. We should have friends that we get things from each other. We are
Share
more
values.
useful to each other. Yeah.
Thank you, she. So, I think the last one we mentioned was relationship with your mentor.
A mentor is someone that guides. A mentor is someone that disciplines you, that directs you. A mentor is someone that you can fall on, apart from your friends. Is in so many aspects, apart from your friends and your parents, a mentor is also someone you are very close to that you can rely on. And also, one thing we should understand is that a mentor is not there to stay with us permanently.
Okay.
A mentor only directs us, guides us for that short period of time that we are weak. He or she only strengthens us and teaches us what to do, puts us on the right path. And when we've gotten ourselves back, when we are already on the right track, we ourselves we grow to mentor other people. So a mentor is just there to guide us for a short period of
Of
time.
time.
And it doesn't mean that when you feel that okay you are okay now, doesn't mean you cannot still fall somewhere along the line. But we can always refer back to our mentor no matter the
Can always keep in
challenges.
touch with them.
Yes, keep going through to them. Yeah.
Okay, so let me quickly ask you, before someone else speaks. Do you have a mentor, Shay?
Okay. That question. Having a mentor, not actually someone I relate to or something. In terms of, I want to be like this person. I
Okay.
actually read their biography. I saw it somewhere, and I'm aspiring to be like this person. That's the type of mentor I have. Someone that I keep evaluating myself with. Have you done this? This how this person lives this life. Have you been able to reach this level? Something like that. Not, but
Okay.
it's actually very good to have someone you talk to.
Okay.
You, like a physical mentor now.
Okay.
Someone you see on a daily basis. Actually very good. To those that have actually a very good thing.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yes.
I think I want to point out something there. Over time, I think people have actually been confusing a role model for a mentor. Yeah, because you have a role model and you have a mentor. I think what differentiates a role model from a mentor is that most times your mentor is someone you can actually easily relate with. Do you get it? You get it. So you can have your role model. Oh, I see Pastor E Adeboye. I may not be able to reach Pastor E Adeboye every time. I can refer to him as a role model that I want to pattern my life after. But then, like she said, you need a mentor, someone that can actually feedback like consistently. Do you get it? So that's just one thing I want to point out from there. And okay, Fire has something to
Sorry,
say.
I have a question. I just wanted to throw it out there. We're talking about mentors, someone we meet one on one. But would it be wise to have a mentor that is an unbeliever?
According to what people said, relationship with God is the basis of all relationships. It cuts across it all relationships we have, and it makes all other relationships to be balanced. So when you feel you are in need of a mentor at a particular period of your life, you can just ask God to show you, to open your eyes, the right person. God is going to show that.
All right, thank you very much. And I actually like to add to that too. You know, there are sometimes that in the world out there now, there are sometimes that you see somebody that this person actually possess a lot of skills, and you really want these things. But at the end of the day, you discover that the person is a non-believer. But then there's this identity that you have that you don't want anything to tarnish. You are a child of God first. You are a child of God and you are a believer. So I believe that God can actually direct, He can actually order your steps to people. So that's one thing God is capable of. He can order your steps to people, and you get people that, yes, they are not just skilled, but then they are anointed and they fear God. Because trust me, you may want to say, oh, I want this person to mentor me, I want to pattern my life after this person, but I will not be doing, let's say the person smokes, oh, but I will not be doing this thing that this person is doing, I will not be doing this person. Along the line, the devil is a very manipulative person. He can always just bring those things to the table, and it may be very hard to resist at the end of the day. So it's better not to even smell it at all. Just, you can always go to God in prayer. God can always direct you to people that, yes, they are not just skilled, but then the fear of God is actually there, and they are believers. So I believe that's one thing that God can do in that kind of situation. Yeah. So I believe we've actually learned a lot. So, and yeah, there are actually examples of mentor mentee relationships in the Bible. We have and Timothy,
Jesus Christ
Elijah,
and his disciples.
yeah, Elisha too is there and all that. So yeah, that's a good one. In fact, I really learned a lot today. So I'd just like us to give maybe our last words, and let's just rub minds together from everything we've said, the types of relationship we've mentioned. We mentioned relationship with God, relationship with yourself. That's where we talked about the SWOT analysis. We mentioned relationship with your parents, your family, your siblings generally, relationship with your friends, and mentor-mentee relationship. So, do we have any last words to cap it up?
Okay, so about relationship with family, love and understanding is needed in the family. And for your siblings, you find out, okay, for your parents, I mean, you find out that sometimes you might think they don't understand you, but then you just need to go to God in prayer to teach you how to relate with them in a way that they will understand. You know, there are some things that you will do that you feel are right, but they feel it is wrong. So you just need to, you need wisdom at that point in time. And God is the giver of wisdom. He said in His word, if anyone needs wisdom, you should ask for me. So you ask for wisdom on how to deal with your parents, and then God will give you wisdom, and you just find things easy between you and your parents, no longer clashes or conflicts. That's how it is with God.
Thank you very much for that contribution. Do we have any other person that has something to say?
Actually, we should not feel obligated to tie, or like say tie yourself together with one person, because you feel that we grew up together, so we should be bonded till the end. We should always realize the fact that at a stage in life, friends, you just have to, maybe God wants you to move with this set of people for this particular period of time, learn something, then meet new people. And so we should not feel restricted to one person. We should have this free mindset that anybody that comes your way, anybody God wants you to meet with and relate with, that you just do it in your best way and give the relationship the best of its kind. And also, apart from having purpose driven friends, we should have friends that make impact on us. And we should not say, there are some, I've even been in these shows whereby I've we are together since when we were very little, and yet
Childhood.
I can't really open up to this
You can't
person.
confide in
I
the
can't
person.
confide in the person. But someone that I just met within a space of 3 days and realized that we've talked at length and everything. So that's something about
So at the end of the day, it's not even about how long you've been together; it's about the impact.
That
Yeah.
that we
personality.
made. So that's something about friendship that I actually wanted to
Wow. That's good. So I know that we are running out of time, but I just need one more person to like answer a question I have. So now, how do you, when you get to discover that a kind of relationship you are in already, let's say friendship, is not too value adding, or it's not even a God fearing kind of relationship, how do you remove yourself from that relationship?
When you realize that probably you're not the the friendship is not adding to you positively, I think what you need to ask for the wisdom of God, for God to show you the right people to mingle with. And
Okay.
as time goes on, you kind of withdraw from that person. But it's not like you will stop talking to that person, you will
Yeah.
stop, but you have to withdraw from that.
All right, thank you very much, Deborah. I withdraw from that person. So, personally, I've learned a lot today from this interactive session, and there's a number scrolling on your screen if you can see that. If you need more queries or maybe counseling, you can always get in touch, and I know that God will bless you. And thank you very much for joining the discussion, too. My name is Praise. Have a great day.